Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to show you how to do an undervolt on your GPU. And the reason being is I've seen a whole bunch of videos in the past, and there's a main way of doing it with MSI Afterburner, and that's the one we're going to be using right here. It's just that there's a caveat in there that I wanted to show you, and if you stick with me through the video, I'll definitely show you. It's just one of those. I thought I'd put out a more up to date video. Now it's been a while since I've had my video card. I know what the undervolts are good on it, and the reason why I think you should actually undervolt your video card other than overclocking is, don't get me wrong, overclocking can get some more FPS out of it, but at the cost of heat and stress. And with today's market prices, that's insane. I wouldn't risk it, to be honest with you. But you know what? With undervolting, you can still get similar performance. And I've gotten a lot of flack in the past. People are like, "Oh, you have a 5090 and you're not overclocking it. You're actually undervolting it. And it's like getting a Ferrari and only going 30 on the highway." No, that's not true. You can actually get just as good results on undervolting than you can with overclocking, and that's fine. I let the internet haters come. It's whatever, right? So to get started, you need to download MSI Afterburner. And this tutorial is actually mostly for newer people. And I'm going to try to explain it as simply as possible. If you're already an expert at it, cool. You can stick around and watch, or just move on. No big deal. I got plenty of other crappy videos you can watch too. But no, really, I just wanted to show how I do it and the reason why I had this little caveat in there. So once you download MSI Afterburner, you're going to click on the gear. Oop, I just kind of stretched that a little bit. There we go. And you're going to choose your video card if it ain't already chosen. And if you like the screen that I have here, all you have to do is scroll over, go to user interface, and it's called MSI Mystic Afterburner Skin. And there's a whole bunch of different ones, but that's the one I like. And there's a couple other ones I like too, but this is my main one. And so once you do that, if you choose to, you go back over here and you go to general, and you want to highlight pretty much everything I have here. Some people use more, some people use less. Whatever you do, don't do forced constant voltage. That can actually hurt your video card if you really don't know what you're doing. And yeah, I just wouldn't click on that. But once it's all set up, you hit OK. You're going to open Curve Editor, and this window pops up. Now I stretched it out as best I could, so that way you can kind of get a little bit better view on it. There we go. And I know with my 5090, it's not an overclock edition, so I can't really go past the millivolts. For me, it's like 1045 to 1065. It depends on whatever game you're playing and what you're doing. But for me, I know that right around here, 980 millivolts, even 985, that's kind of like my sweet spot. That's where I don't lose any performance on the video card, and I'm going a lot less. I'm not doing 1045 to 1065. And so at stock performance, I'll show you right here, right around this area, maybe, what I got on superposition benchmark. That's my favorite one I like to use. And to do the undervolt, I click on 980 millivolts. And then what you do is you click on it and you hold down on your mouse, and then you hold shift at the same time. And then you scroll. I'm sorry. Let me back that up. You click on it. All right. You hold down shift, click on it again, and you scroll up. And for me, I'm good at right around just over 3,000 megahertz. All right. And then from there, you go right next to it. So right in the middle of that line between the two dots, you want to hold shift again, and you click down, and you're going to highlight that whole area and then let go. Okay. And then once you let go, just choose any one of these dots and pull down a little bit. You ain't got to go all the way down, just a little bit. And once you do that, you just hit the check mark. Now, there was some other videos where some people were like, well, it doesn't put your card in idle. That, in my honest opinion, it doesn't do nothing. But everyone has their opinions and ways of doing things. And maybe they're right, maybe not. I don't know. But I've been doing it this way for years on multiple video cards. It never hurt my video card. So yeah, some people have the step method where they do the same thing here and then they do the same thing here and then the same thing here. And yeah, so little rant, sorry. So from here, now that's, you see how I did 980 millivolts, and then I pulled down and it curved, and this is pretty much the flatline curve, right? Then you come over here, and if you have an overclock edition, you can go past, like some it's 104%, some it's 110%, and there's other programs that should go beyond that even. But once you do that, and for me it's 100%, you go to your memory clock, and this is the part I'm talking about. So for a lot of people, they just pull it over, right? And they use a term that I hate the most. They say, oh, it's free performance. No, it's not. Putting your memory clock at its maximum capacity like that can actually cause heat, and you can get lower boost clocks because of the heat. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone's card is different. On mine, 3000, while it does work, it does add a little extra heat, and I did notice that I get better performance when I back it off, and stability. So when I back it off, for me, I backed it off, I'll just type it in, 2500. At 2500 right there, I get better performance, and I'll show the results of after this Undervolt I'm setting up now. I get better performance and less heat. That did not tick for some reason. Let me try it again. I didn't hit enter, my bad. There. So 2500 right there. You don't have to mess with this because you've already set up your curve right here. And then if you do want to mess with your fan curve with MSI, you can click on the gear, you go to fan, I'm going to put this out here, you click enable, and there's like a little step method here that I was experimenting with, and you hit apply. Or you can create your own, it doesn't matter, but you hit OK. And it's going to use the fan curve that you set up for, when you're running your games and stuff or whatever programs. So after you do that, now here's another caveat. If you want to just control it, when you're doing benchmarking and stuff like that, you can just hit this A button and just ramp it up to 100%. But my idea is if you're stress testing for normal everyday gameplay and stuff like that, I want you to benchmark and test your stuff at the fan curves that you set for yourself, because there can be major stability unless you plan on running all your fans at 100%. I wouldn't do that. You'd wear out your fans. But so set up your fan curves right here in MSI Afterburner or whatever other program you may use, or if it's your video card's own program. And that's how you would test your benchmark, because almost nobody runs their fans at 100% all the time, unless you're chasing numbers. If you're chasing actual benchmark numbers, then yeah, crank it up for a little bit and then you're good to go, right? So this is the setup right here. Now, what you got to do, and once you have it all set up, is you click on this window tab here, and what happens is it's gonna, when you start up your Windows, it's gonna start up. MSI is gonna start up with the GPU settings and everything you have right here from the get-go, and you don't have to redo it every time. And also, if you need to save it, what you do is you hit this save button, and these are going to highlight. These are presets, right? And you got to make sure this is unlocked too, by the way. I'll hit 5. I kind of like do it doubly. I don't know, it's just something I do. It's just me. But that's pretty much it. That's how you undervolt. Then you hit the check mark if it pops back up, and you're good to go. And then my final results after the fan curves and benchmarks is right. I'm gonna post it. And that's pretty much it, guys. And that's how I undervolt my GPU. And if you have any comments below, or if you want to leave a comment below on how you do it, or if there's anything that I should try to do better on it, or you want me to try something, just let me know, and I'll do some research and I'll post other videos, and I don't know, let's have a conversation about this, because this is honestly one of my favorite parts about PC gaming, or being a PC enthusiast in general, is I like just changing settings and optimizing, and that's part of my channel, right, is optimizing your PC so you can play games at the best settings possible, right? So that's it, guys. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.